Kyle Mohan Racing, checking out this cool 13B e-production motor we just wrapped up here at KMR Mazda Tricks. Obviously, I can't show you the porting. This is a pretty proprietary build for a customer, but I figured we'd go over some details, take a look at it, talk about it, because this is a cool 1989 Series 5 based SCCA e-production motor. We've even port matched the intake. It's looking pretty smooth in there. So this build features, like I mentioned, the S5 block, but we ended up doing as much as we could to lighten our rotating assembly. So Series 5 rotors, lightened side cut, race bearings, balanced at Mazda Tricks, and then we actually upgraded our eccentric shaft to an RX7, which cuts out a little more weight from that rotating assembly. Overall, it's about a 10,000 RPM motor, should be very reliable. Side plates, Series 5 6-port, and we aluminum plugged our EGR ports and injector ports, so we were able to smooth everything out on the primary as much as possible. And obviously there's no 6-port actuators being used, so we've got both ports ported to a particular shape for port timing and port flow based on what we were trying to achieve with this particular motor. Being that it's a wet sump motor, we ended up doing some oil pump porting and pressure modification, so it's got an upgraded regulator and porting and polishing of most of the oil galleries and the oil pump land so we can increase flow and volume. In the pan, we've got one of the sandwiched oil pan baffle plates. We picked it up from Mazda Tricks. It's one of the Racing Beat baffle pans. That's going to help with oil slosh and de-aeration. With most of the e-production motors, we're stripping off anything unnecessary, so we ended up spot facing this back water inlet or heater exit and running a 18 millimeter plug with crush washer, so we've got the ability to seal it up and open it up if we ever need. So just a little trick tip. And we also ran a small pipe plug down into the water passage here. It cleans everything up, makes the block a little lighter, cleaner looking, and obviously seals it up so we don't have any potential water leaks, because obviously race cars don't have AC or heater in them. Like I mentioned, we ended up upgrading to an RX7 eccentric shaft, and we also upgraded to RX7 front and rear stationary gears. The rear gears been cut for the traditional O-ring, and then we removed the OEM RX7 bearings and went with 3-window competition race bearings. I also polished the bearings, so the whole oil system, all the bearings have been polished, race bearings in the rotors, polished the shaft, RX7 shaft, and then, like I said, side cut rotors, lightened rotors, so we can go high RPM, obviously with that Mazda Tricks high speed balancing. And the balancing is not just the matching of the rotors, but it's matching the counterweight to the rotors, both front and rear, so we've got a equalized rotating assembly at high RPM. And these things just run super smooth. So just a beautiful motor. It's going to flow a lot of air. We obviously went pretty aggressive on both the intake and the exhaust porting. Sorry I can't talk more about that, but it is a little bit secretive. But this motor's going to absolutely fly. Production-based racing is really cool. Mazda Tricks has done a lot of these style of motors, and this is just, again, continuing the evolution of what we're always trying to do, keeping these motors 250 plus horsepower, 10,000 RPM, reliable for seasons or more. And we're looking forward to getting this one on the dyno and out on the track. It's going to sound amazing. Make sure to follow KMR, Kyle Mohan Racing. Just another build that's coming through Mazda Tricks and KMR, and we're just happy to feature it on the channel. So keep brapping, keep those motors going. I'm gonna brap on out of here. I got work to do. We got things to do. Brap, brap. I'm out. We got the featured engine builder right here. How's it look, buddy? Looks good. All right. Brap, brap.